Okay, all right, man. We live and back in full effect on this cold and dreadful day of the APF podcast, episode 139. It is the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
And this your boy going forward. Hope you guys are staying warm out there in the Texas, Houston area. Um, Welcome to the show. We've got a nice good amount of topics. So let's get right into it.
So, without further ado, one of the big things that came out recently is the NBA All Star lineup, the complete 2022 lineup, and we already know the starters. So we're gonna get straight to the bench, and is Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Darius Garland, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, James Harden, Zach Levine, Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, Carl Anthony Towns, and Fred Van Vliet. Now, off of that list, who was a shocker to you?
The shocker to me really was Fred Van Fleet. Probably was probably a shocker a little bit. I didn't really see people talking about him being as a reserve, but I'm very happy for him. The Raptors have played fairly well this season. I think they're right in the play in, maybe outside of it. I would have liked to maybe see Tyler Hero just because I think he was the guy I would have picked. 20 points per game off the bench, probably their second best player on their team. So on the team in the Heat who are tied for the lead. So I would have liked him to be there, but to me, Van Fleet was somebody I wasn't thinking about.
I say it was Chris Middleton. Why? Because I didn't. It's like a Fred Van Vliet. I didn't hear not a lot of people talking about him or bringing him up, and even though he's doing well, he's averaging his normal numbers, but Bucks, they had that rough start, and then now they starting to pick it up. Now they're like top five in the East now, where they should be since day one. So that is that was my surprise. And out of everybody, who do you think is going to get MVP for this game?
Well, depends on who plays. Obviously Darius Garland won't. He's not a starter. I think
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to anyway.
yeah, that's true. I mean it's got to be one of the starters. I think I'm gonna pick John Morant. I think John Morant's gonna get it. Think he's gonna get it.
Mm, if Durant wasn't playing, if Durant was playing, I say him. But since he's not, I have to go ahead and pick. No, not this one. Mm, okay, I'd have to pick Giannis. That's what I have to pick.
I mean, yeah,
And
Giannis, he's consistently been a guy who can win it. I mean, he did go 15 for 15 or some shit.
and
Nothing
he had
crazy.
like almost 40 points that game. So he's always a front runner to win it in my eyes. And he's also average. He's like top five in All Star points per game with 27 a game. So he's
Mm.
on to be looked at every time he plays. And the Rising Star player pool. This one's interesting.
Yes, yes, it is.
So I mean, it's a lot to go through. But
we're gonna also have to talk about the skills challenge because that's also changing as well.
oh yeah, yes, I didn't see a breakdown of that one.
So the breakdown is it used to be people just go one on one. So now it's a team of three against another team of three. Basically,
Oh,
that's what it is. Because there are some people saying that the Antetokounmpo brothers may go into the skills challenge. What I would think is one person does the first dribbling section, other person does the dribbling section, then another person does the 3-point shooting. That's probably what's going to happen. But yeah, that's for the skills challenge. But yeah,
Oh, okay. So I mean, they should put if it's a skills challenge, they should have it where the old style, you pass, you shoot, and you dribble.
yeah,
Not
hopefully,
not just a not a suicide all the way down to the ball, grab it. No, a suicide to a layup on the other end, come back and do another suicide and a 3-point shooting. Anybody can do that. But if you actually do like dribbling, then you lay up, then you dribble through another cone, and then you do a pass, then you shoot, and then you do another pass, and then you dribble through another cone and then lay it up again. That's more of a skill set. You know, you got to have to be a good basketball player. You got to be able to pass, shoot, and dribble. Not
yes,
this other one that we was watching the last couple years. It was cool, you know, something quick and get out the way. But at the same time, like I want to see some skill on display. I want to see who can pass the fastest. I want to see who can dribble the fastest. Who can make a shot the fastest. That's like that's skill. That's skills that are applied to in real clutch time moments. Like who can make that quick pass? Who can make that? Who can get by their opponent the quicker to the basket or create a shot? That type of skill. So, but I'm uh I'm interested to see how it goes because I can. It's just like with the Rising Star Clorox game. You can tell the
and
rules.
yeah,
You can
but they've already picked the teams too,
yeah, they did.
which is interesting.
And so Team Barry, they got Cade Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, Alfred Segun, Jay Sean Tate, and France Wagner. And Team Payton has LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo
Disomu.
DeSomo, and Chris Duarte, Scoot Henderson, Jaden McDaniels, and Davion Mitchell. And Team Isaiah has Precious Chiua, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Hardy, and Isaiah Stewart. And Team Worthy has Cole Anthony, Marzon Beauchamp, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Suggs.
Hmm.
So
I
it's
think
kind
Team
of
Worthy is the worst one.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think Team Worthy is the worst. I think Team Isaiah and Team Barry are pretty close at two, while Peyton's probably the best one
yeah, that's what I was
because
gonna say.
they have Jaden McDaniels, which is a really good young player, Scotty Barnes, LaMelo Ball, Davian Mitchell, Chris Duarte, Ayo Dosomu has been getting more looks and he's been getting better due to Lonzo Ball's injury. So that's my small breakdown of those teams at least.
Yeah, I would say, and Gary Payton, he's a player, so he's gonna make these. He's gonna give these guys the play, and I feel like he's gonna get Lamelo Ball to really shine with
Yep.
with his intensity with his veteran intensity mind. So I think Team Payton has a good chance just because of Gary Payton himself. You know, he's a crazy good, crazy nice defender, and
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting to see how this shit plays because this is going to be a weird thing to see. Is
Yeah,
it
and
is it going to
also
be what is it going to be like a 7-on-7?
yeah, so it's gonna be 7-on-7. Yes, where the it goes up until so it's gonna be 7-on-7. Each game will be played to a final target score. It will be a race to 75 to celebrate the league's 75th anniversary. So games one and two will be played until the team reaches 50 points, and the game three will be played until the team reaches 25 points to equal 75.
Okay,
So the game one is obviously against whoever gets drawn for team A versus B, C, and D, and then whoever wins game one and wins game two will play each other in the last game.
okay, I see it. So the competition will be the race to 75. The semifinals will be played to a final target score of 50. And the final game will be played to a final target score of 25 for a total of 75 points across the
Yes.
semifinal. Okay,
And
Okay,
then they
this
also
makes sense now. Okay.
yeah, and then they also added the clutch challenge, which will take place between games 2 and 3. It's a time shooting competition. It'll be a total of 8 NBA and NBA G League Ignite players. They will be these 8 players will be divided into 4 teams of 2 and compete to make shots from 5 locations on the court tied to iconic shots, made in the NBA playoffs. So that's very interesting. I am very
Oh,
interested in
so they
actually,
actually got to copy everything.
yeah, like they're gonna shoot from these specific spots. I
Oh,
don't know if they're
yeah,
gonna
so
do the same moves or
I know
anything.
Tracy McGrady has to be one of them. He has to be.
And in the do you do something in playoffs that was legendary?
Oh, I mean, he faced the Spurs in '04 and made a comeback.
Wasn't that a regular game? The 13 points in
Yeah,
whatever
that's
seconds,
why.
wasn't that a regular season game?
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's an NBA playoff thing.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So each team will compete with one shared ball, and its players must alternate shots so no player shoots 2 times, uh, 2 straight times basically. So, if you're shooting this iconic shot, you got to pass to your boy. You can't shoot that shot. You can't shoot again, which is cool. So, team one is given 1 minute and 30 seconds to make
Where are
a
you
shot.
seeing this?
Huh?
Where are you seeing these rules?
I'm going on NBA.com news. I just went to the All
Oh,
Star page events, looked it up. So, yeah, if you go to NBA.com and you go look for their 2022 All Stars, hit events, it shows you everything. And also
oh.
shows you this challenge, which I did not know was there. They haven't really even talked about it, and they probably wouldn't have said anything until the actual night of the damn thing.
Yeah, that's what they always do. Well, not they always
So
do, but they make it hard to
yeah,
find this shit.
yep. Now, so team one is given a minute and 30 to make a shot from each of the 5 locations in any order. So they have a minute and 30 seconds to make these 5 shots. It doesn't matter how they do it. They can do 5 to 1 to 2 to 4 to 3, whichever you want to do. And then team one's time is then the marker for team two. If team one's time is 1:15, and team two will have a minute and 15 countdown clock to complete the competition. Each team that establishes a new standard sets the clock for the next team competing, and the fastest finisher will win the Cross Clutch League. So basically, you're going to lose time. If these guys complete it pretty quickly, uh, you're going to lose. You're not going to have as much time as the minute 30. So team one has a clear advantage because they're going to be able to set the pace that all the other teams must adhere to, at least team two, then team three and team four too. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
At least in
yeah.
my opinion.
I had to go on Google and search this because he just made
Yeah,
it.
you can do Google search. I
Yeah,
just
that's
typed in
what I
the
did.
I typed in the All Star 2022 rosters and then just hit the actual NBA website and then I just looked. So this sounds interesting. I may actually watch this Rising Stars stuff. I don't give a fuck about the celebrity game though, but whatever.
I haven't seen that shit in a minute, and
Yeah, Kevin Hart won like 4 of them fucking things.
don't know how. He's literally one of the worst ball players I've ever seen.
Yeah, but he basically beat Draymond Green at 3 point competition, but since that was a stage thing, they had to get Draymond to win, but he did lose to him though. I remember watching that. I was like, damn, he really shot
Oh
good.
yeah, at the end, somehow he clutched it up.
Yeah, yeah,
So
man. So
this is a yeah,
that's
this is a yeah, this is interesting. So you
yeah,
basically make every damn shot one time. You gotta make a shot every time. The other team has to,
yo,
or you
yeah.
lose.
Like if you make those shots in like 45 seconds, all they got is 45 seconds. Like that type of crazy stuff there. Damn.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yes, because they
Oh,
gave an
so they make that
example.
shit in 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds to make all those shots.
So yeah, like if there's 15 seconds, so if you make all 5 shots, right,
Yeah.
and there's only 15 seconds on the clock, when they make that final shot, you have a minute 15. So if a team makes a shot, let's say they have a minute 15 and they're able to finish the entire thing at 25 seconds, you have to minus that 25 seconds from that minute 15 to give the time that the other team has. So
Oh,
yeah, it's a very not want to be competitive, but pressure
okay.
packed,
So
man.
basically, if they make all 5 shots in 25 seconds, you take 25 away from 130.
Yeah, you would minus the
Okay.
leftover time from the full time,
Okay. Okay.
and that will change only change if another team does it faster than that team. So let's say that they only let the other team left 45 seconds on the clock. You minus that time from the main time. But if somehow a team completes it faster in that, so if they are able to complete the thing faster in that shorter time than before, that's the new time that every team has. I think that's going to be interesting because I really do think probably the second team is going to complete the fastest, and those other teams are going to have an issue because they're going to have to be pinpointed with their passes, and they can't take too much time gathering the shot. You got to make sure your passes are good too, because that takes time off the clock, man. There's a lot of things here, a lot of things. It's going to be cool. I like their change. I really do. I'll be honest.
I mean, but they should have changed it was the slam dunk contest should be last, but the 3 point competition has been heating up recently. So
Yeah. And I wonder if Clay Thompson's going to be in there.
I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean, at this point, they pretty much just begging for people to come in.
I
Oh
mean,
Lord,
you don't need a
wait,
certain. I thought there was a fucking requirement, but I guess the league asks you if you want to be in there or not. That's what I thought.
yeah. But here's my. So they've got the slam dunk contest has Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Cole Anthony. Um, which is just horrible. But okay.
Not even is Anthony Simons injured?
No, he just doesn't want to do it again.
Oh well,
I don't blame him.
smart man.
I'm only interested in Jalen Green and Obi Toppin. The other two guys I could
Yeah,
care less.
that's it. I mean, Cole Anthony, he nice, but I don't know if he's a dunker like that.
Nah.
Never seen any highlights of him throwing any crazy dunks or posters. So, but
All I
Obi
know
Toppin,
is, look, man,
green.
the dunk contest is just weak. Like, it's
It's just
weak.
weak. It's just weak now. They got a bunch of rookies and like for a couple players are like 3 years old in the league competing now. They don't got no vets. No vets want to compete no more.
Nah, they don't.
Yeah, not even like what DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine or Aaron. I mean, Aaron Gordon said he's not doing it no more
You
because
know,
he's got robbed like 3 times in a row.
yeah, yeah. Jason Tatum said he ain't going to compete this year because he missed 23s in a row.
He missed 23s.
Yeah, he missed 23s in a row whenever he competed. Whatever year he competed in.
The 3 point competition.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that
he
was.
said I ain't trying to be embarrassed like that again.
Oh yeah, that Paul shit. The one with Paul George when he's in the Thunder. Oh my god, he is missing every fucking shot.
Yeah,
I
he
was
was
like, Jesus
bricking.
Christ, man.
Oh man,
I look
bricking
back at
like
that, I was
crazy.
embarrassed for him. I was like, oh my god, he's on my team,
Let me
bruh.
tell you something. I don't think it would be. It's just not. It's hard, man. Like you're by yourself doing what you do in practice, but now you've got like millions of people watching and 20,000 people in the stands watching you literally choke. That's why Jason Tatum don't want that again. Or Paul George. And I'm going to be very interested this year who comes in because I do think Klay Thompson's going to be in there because he's fiending for basketball anyways, and that may force Steph back in. That may force him back in. I think I just read like Luke Kennard was to be in it. That would be cool. Um, But Zach Levine may come back in and stuff because these guys want to prove their 3 point shooters. But yeah,
Mhm.
man, um, I think the All Star Gear game is going. All Star Saturday night is going to be very good. Hopefully Jalen Green, Obi Toppin come out with some heat. Obi Toppin better come out with some heat. They don't play him over there in New York, so he better come out with the heat. I
I
hope
know
so.
he trained. I know he was training. I
Yeah,
know he
because
was
he
training.
don't play over there, man. They don't
Yeah.
play him at all. I don't know
But
why.
it's getting to a point in this slamming competition where it's getting hard to pull out these crazy dunks. I mean, what more can you do? Like throw it off the top, shoot off the top of the backboard, have it land on the front rim, and then do like a fucking windmill or some crazy shit. I mean, what more can you do?
I think if they had more time, they could actually find some stuff to do, but they just don't have the time really to do it. That's the problem.
I mean, the
Uh,
thing is, these players have so much time, but they just can't invest all that shit into thinking about how to wow the crowd in that amount of time because they
yeah,
have so much shit to do. They can't think of
yeah,
ways to innovate.
yeah, but they always say they always make it seem to be like they don't have any time. And I'm like, but how long is basketball practice? And then you then what you I guess you ice like can't I mean they probably would have to take a day to actually do it, which is probably why they say they don't have time. Because I'm not surprised that they don't do it that same day after doing strenuous basketball, which is playing defense and running, doing lifting. They actually have to take probably a day to do that stuff. We've heard the stories of Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon being like, man, we had to take days out of our uh you know week to try and actually make these dunks. Those dunks that Aaron Gordon is pulling out, how many days did those take?
How
How
many
many days did
attempts did
those
that take,
take
man?
to and pull out of his schedule where he's only doing that? He's remember jumping on his knees and everything, the failures and stuff. So that's why that dunk contest, man, I think is the greatest one ever because those dudes were playing out some crazy heaters at when everything was over. Zach Levine jumping from the line, windmill free throw dunking. You got this man doing a seated dunk. Like,
And he lost off of that one.
yeah, he lost. This,
He literally sat in midair and jumped over the mascot's hand and dunked that shit and lost.
yeah,
That's right.
and then he lost to Derrick Jones Jr. or whatever. I mean,
And then
I
he
don't even know
lost
why he
that.
did it again. They're like, "Hey, are you gonna do it again?" I'm like, "Why would they ever
Yeah,
do that
he
again?"
thought he could. He thought he could win because the competition was looking a little mid. So I was like, okay,
And
this
then
might be his best chance, and he lost.
yeah, that's why he said, "I'm never going back again." So yeah, we got hope. Look, we want John Morant. We want John Morant. We want Zion. I think Anthony
Oh
Edwards would
man,
be
if
dope.
those two was in there, oh my god.
Yeah, and I want Anthony Edwards. He'll be cool. I think Jonathan Kaminga could be pretty nice because he can go up. So we got some guys. We got some guys, man. I know they're not big star names or whatever, because let's be honest, all the big star dunker name guys are all gone. Like Giannis did his so early, and he ain't trying to do that again. I mean, he's the other one. He's the only superstar guy that can actually really dunk outside of obviously LeBron, but he was actually young, and he ain't trying to do that again. I mean, nobody's ever asked him, but I don't think he's trying to do that. So all we got is these young dudes coming in with some hops, or as I think the future eventually will be, we're gonna just start bringing in these fucking professional dunking dudes, and they're gonna wow the shit out of us with they dunks. So, but that's it. Um, what I
So
guess. So what else do we have to talk about?
so long story short, the Royal Rumble happened couple like last week, and all I gotta say is we see what happened with the W Championship match. Bobby Lashley won. It
Mhm.
was. I mean, what can we expect? What can we expect from that and Lesnar? I mean, Lesnar, what 20 years ago was wrestling like 10, 15 minute matches, right? And it was actually good comp. Now you're not going to see that as much. So the people that were like saying the dream match that we got robbed, I mean, yeah, we got the dream match, but we're not going to expect much because Brock Lesnar does not compete like that. And the last time he competed like that was in a Royal Rumble match that he was in, and he lost. He eliminated like the first 13 people. It lasted like almost 30 minutes. So now fast forward, Royal Rumble, he lost because he lost. Paul Heyman turned his back on him. So that only means one thing. At first, I thought Randy Orton was going to win it because it was in St. Louis. But then I seen Lesnar. I was like, yep, he's winning. He's going to go to WrestleMania. He's on to beat Roman. And he's on to end the Tribal Chiefs' dominant reign as Universal Champion. And possibly German suplex the hell out of Paul Heyman, maybe. And
Does Paul Heyman
the
really want to get slammed like that? Man, that shit probably hurts.
I mean, if Vince McMahon got F5 like 10 years ago by Lesnar, what is stopping Paul Heyman from getting the same treatment?
Because
I
Paul
mean,
Heyman doesn't exercise like Mystery Man did at all. Paul Heyman is just a walrus who's all fat. So I don't know if being put 6 feet something in the air, probably around 7 feet in the air, and being swung around and landed pretty much on your face and your chest and your stomach is really something a man with his clear core morbidities should be dealing with. But if he does it, more power to him. I'm just looking out for the man.
then well, I mean, at that point, he deserves to get it because
Right? Yeah.
you really screwed your only meal ticket in this business in the business.
I know, man, but if people worry about people who are in their 20s getting absolutely destroyed because they can't fall right or whatever, I mean, he's been in the business, but he ain't never been like just gonna be F5 or whatever. Has he even been like attacked like crazy? I have no idea. Like that's my only problem. But I'll sure laugh though if he really
Uh,
gets like thrown through the air like a fucking helicopter lands on his face.
so the women's Royal Rumble, out of everybody that I didn't think was showing up, Ronda Rousey. When I was watching it, in the back of my mind, I wasn't even thinking of Ronda until she showed up. I was like,
No, of
oh,
course not,
I was like,
man.
okay, she here, so she might have the best odds, honestly. And
Let's
what
be
look what
honest.
happened.
You. So you tell me you weren't thinking like, oh yeah, she's totally winning this. She literally came back. I mean, if I saw that in live, I remember when he told me that Rondo's there, I was like, wow, she's gonna win, because there's no way you bring Ronda Rousey back and have her not win.
I mean, I didn't think she was gonna show up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you don't think that she's gonna show up, damn, this dude, Hassan's still out here trying to buy this Porsche. Damn. Shit, how long does it take to fucking buy a car? Don't they got the motherfuckers like
Bruh.
lined
I
up at
mean,
Porsche?
when
Shit.
you just know, don't worry. A couple years when you're going to buy your own car, you're going to know firsthand how long it takes to buy takes.
Yeah, it sure looks
You're
like
going to
it
want to
too,
go there like
actually.
12 p.m. when the shop first opens up. You're ready with your checkbook in hand, ready to write that check for like a down payment and be on your merry way.
I mean, he's got money. I'm just, like, I mean, they don't. I mean, they literally have the fucking car right in front of you, and obviously they got them in the thing. But like, damn, how long? It won't take long. I got money. Just boom, bam, let's go. But back to obviously the more important stuff we're talking about is look, when that lady came through, man, if I was really watching real time, not being told, I would have said, yeah, she's totally gonna win, because there is no way you bring back Ronda Rousey and she ain't gonna face Becky Lynch for the title. The man
She has to.
is
She has to.
she got to. I mean, why does he bring her back? I'm surprised she even came back. I'm surprised she even came back at all. She went to have a child, I think, right? Is that correct?
Yeah,
Or
she wanted a kid, and then
yeah.
Travis plowed her into the ground,
Oh
and
well.
well, I mean, he kind of did. I mean,
Well, yes, yes, true. It's true. We don't obviously know because not, but yes, obviously he went, went to town. But I'm surprised she came back. I guess she needs something to do anyways, so it makes sense.
And now she's got to face Becky Lynch. There's no way. And you got to get she got to get her revenge. There's no way that you win and she's not and you don't get her. I mean, Charlotte, she cool, but Becky's starting to become that starting to one up Charlotte now. She's starting to over overtake her, and
Yeah, I mean she's the most popular woman in the business
yeah, now
in
yeah,
wrestling.
and now she's starting to have the next step over her, and with her in the picture, she's got to be the one. Now, let's say she most likely will win at WrestleMania. Let's say she do. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna go back to the what you call? She gonna go back to being like a full timer, part timer, most likely, or
She probably
she's
is a
gonna
part
show?
timer.
Yeah, I would think she'd be a part timer because now you got to. Well, I mean Becky Lynch is a full timer. She got a kid, but everybody's different. Not everybody can
Yeah,
do full
it's
time
true.
and have a newborn and come. Not everybody can have a newborn and come back and be a full timer. Everybody's different, but it's I'm only interested to see what happens. I mean, there's only and then Roman Reigns and Goldberg. They're going to throw it down at elimination chamber, maybe most likely because
You said
Goldberg got one
Goldberg.
more. Yeah,
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Yeah, he's got one more fight on his contract, so
Oh,
he might just show up and face Roman for the Universal title, the title that he should have faced at WrestleMania already. But now they might go to Saudi Arabia and fight the Elimination Chamber. Is what I'm seeing. And it's most likely going to happen.
that's true.
And we don't need to be talking about we don't need to talk about that dream because we all know who's going to get crushed in that match. And that
Yeah.
is and that is Goldberg.
Oh yeah, Goldberg's gonna get destroyed. He had that whole what's called knee issue or whatever that BS was.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah,
all he does is get used as a punching bag.
yeah. Drew McIntyre, Claymore is facing. Who else? And I mean that's about it.
Yeah, what's with Drew McIntyre? Where is he? Where is Big E? What is his thing now?
So he's on. He's surprisingly now he's back on SmackDown now.
Yeah, I'm just like, what is his whole thing? He gets to be champion for a couple months, he loses. Now he's just
He was never
regulated
supposed
back to being New Day again.
he was never supposed to lose anyway.
Was he supposed to lose it?
No, he was not. He was never supposed to lose
Why did they change
because
it?
Roman caught COVID that time,
Oh,
so they threw Brock in the fatal four way at day one and made it five way, and that's how he won. And that's
that's
what
true.
made Big E lose the title.
Oh, so he was supposed to win that fatal four way.
Yeah, he was supposed to win, but
Uh,
since Roman caught COVID and they threw Brock in that W Championship fatal four way and made it a fatal five way, that's how he lost.
let's see.
So I think
Hmm.
he would probably still been champion by now if that never happened.
Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying. What are they gonna do next for him on SmackDown? What championship or what storyline they're going to give him? I'm interested. Just because he wasn't supposed to lose, so he loses that, and it doesn't look like they're going to have him fight for that championship anytime soon. So is it like go after Brock after Roman Reigns loses, or what? That's going to be an interesting thing to know.
That's why I'm waiting now. What's gonna happen with Big E? What's gonna happen with Drew McIntyre? I thought Drew McIntyre was the odds on favorite to dethrone Roman at WrestleMania. You know, Drew still hasn't got his WrestleMania moment yet. Even though he said he was satisfied with the one he got, and even though said he was satisfied, for me, I don't think he's satisfied. I think he wants that Mania moment where he wins the big one. And last year he couldn't get that, obviously, because it was Lashley's time. So now I can only see uh, in the future of him getting that opportunity to win that title, win the big one at Mania. So
Yeah, I hopefully we'll see who Bobby Lashley faces at WrestleMania. Hopefully it's Big E. That's the person I would want, but
well,
I'm sure they choose somebody.
I mean, even though Seth Rollins go was able to switch sides for one night, I mean, who knows?
That's true.
Who knows? So we got the last one, and the biggest one is the Clippers not blockbuster, but Clippers trade. They were like the first ones to make the move of the 2022. I don't even know who they. I mean, I seen who they traded, but I just forgot. I know all they got was Norman Powell and Robert Covington from the
Yeah.
Blazers, but I don't know who they traded.
They traded Justice Winslow. Let me see here. I know they traded Justice Winslow, a pick, and two other players. Eric Bledsoe, Justice
Yeah,
Winslow, and some other guy. Let me see. But yes, that's who they traded away. I mean, look, those guys suck anyways.
I
Well, I
mean, there's
guess
not
they
really
suck.
much. There's not really much to say. I mean,
I just think they're just not what they need because if you get Paul George Kawhi back with these two dudes, like this is a championship level team in my opinion. You've got four guys who can. You got you at least know you got three who can defend. You got four. You got three who can really score. Norman Powell gets to be a real scorer, and he gets to save himself from being on a horrible team in Portland. So that's good too, because they were just tanking on that team. I mean, that's
yeah,
what they were
tell
doing. They
me,
were
yeah,
just
the Clippers and Lakers are close, and they're close in the standings. So I don't think with the addition of Norton Powell and Robert Covington are going to do anything for them because
not now. Not without those two guys. That's when it'll matter. But I do think they become a better team though. This current team, you know. But
the moment that we've all been waiting for is Rockstar Games has announced that they are in development of the new GTA 6 potentially. We don't know what the game's gonna be called, but we're just gonna go with GTA 6 for right now. And they said that many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is to significantly move beyond what we previously delivered, and we are pleased to confirm that the active development for the next entry in the series is underway. So, what is it? What they released 2013 is 10 years. God damn, 10 years and 10 years and y'all just now doing it, or you already started.
they've probably been doing that game for about 2 years.
Damn.
2 years plus, I think. I think they've been doing that game since the beginning of 2020. In my opinion, I think they've been doing that game for a long time. So I was never surprised. They've been working, and there have been a little bit leaks and stuff about where this game's being set, what the game's going to be about, some of the little changes they're going to do to the actual game and how the game plays. So I think this game has been in development for 3 years plus. They're finally at a point of the development where they say, you know what, let's announce that we are in development. because we feel confident about our schedule. Now, I think this game won't come out for at least 2 years. I think it won't come out to 2024, either early 2024 to summer 2024, or the earliest it could be, which would be fall of next year, like November, December type of next year. But it's great. They're gonna in the month they're gonna release the extended or extended expanded GTA 5 that's going to have new story stuff in it, whatever that's going to be. They're still releasing content. It's clearly and easily the longest supported game of these last two generations. I mean, it's been getting consistent content for about will be 10 years. You know, Destiny's right behind it because it's been getting consistent content through since 2014 with Destiny 2 and Destiny 1, Destiny 2. And so they've proven themselves to be very willing to continue to make their game. They obviously, you know, and this game is going to be in the era of the GTA RP. Let's not forget that. It is more of a streamer thing though,
Yeah.
clearly, but it is still very successful. And I wonder if they're going to take some things from that game or from those guys because let's be honest, they literally took the GTA code and made their thing. I'm surprised they never really went
So
after
what
the
I think they're going to do is they're going to take the same game, and put their own spin on it, obviously, because you can't copy the same menu and everything. So
yeah.
they're going to take
Like
their own spin and revamp it to what it should be. Because like I said, RP. If you watch RP, you see that you can go in these establishments. You can actually buy food. You actually see the food in your hand. You're actually eating the food. You're actually repairing the car. You can see your bank transactions. Actually, you can deposit money. You can actually rob banks. You actually have police people. You actually have cops in the game that actually chase you. You actually have all this shit instead of the GTA 5 where you get caught. No, where you the only option that they do is just shoot you. They don't really fucking try and chase you.
they don't
All
like
all
chase.
they
They don't chase you and then take you to jail and then release you like they
Yeah,
do in the main
yeah.
game.
They don't
In the
chase. They
main
don't
game,
chase you. They don't process you. They don't write up reports. They don't do
no,
no court system. None of that. All they do is when they chase you down,
they
and
shoot you to
when
die.
they shoot to kill you, and you can respawn. That's it.
Yeah,
That's literally it. And it's so easy to avoid them. That's the one thing.
it is.
They have these dog shit ass Ford Fusions in the game, and that's about it. They don't have no Ford. They have no Interceptors, no Dodge Challengers, no Dodge Chargers, no Corvette C7, no Ford Mustang, no CDPIs, no none of that.
But they don't put them in those cars. They may not they can do the names like they can do in RP. Like in RP they literally take these cars,
Not
but
every car though. They don't do every car though.
they don't do every car, but I've seen like the Lexus LC
Yeah,
in that game.
they do the Lexus LC 500, the LFA, the RCF. They
Yeah,
have
like they have some which they can never do in GTA because
unless
they
they pay for it, or
yeah
if
you
the
have to
company
pay for it.
offering to give it to them.
Yeah, and it's millions of dollars. They can do it because it's free. One, and number two, they make no money off of it. Well, they do, but not the traditional way that these companies usually know, which is somebody buys it for $60. Now these people pay a subscription service or whatever,
Yeah, they
and
pay
they
monthly
keep
fee to keep
maintaining
the
the add
game
new
running.
things and all that.
That's what he.
But
That's
yeah,
what he.
I'm very happy. I'm very interested in this game. I think they can learn a lot from RP. I think that you should be able to trade stocks and do all kinds of things and cryptocurrencies, like and all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be such a good game. It's my most anticipated game already. I mean, it just is this. This is a game that cancels schools. It's a game that can make a line of people going to buy it for no stupid ass reasons, but this game is a culture wide game, and I'm going to be very interested in the story if they're going to keep that GTA way of talking. Um, in terms of saying all kinds of words and stuff, because this is going to be the first game in today's climate of people having to be careful with the words. You can't say the N word, and you can't say the F word. Obviously you can't say maggot because you put the F in front of it. You can't say that word. So it's gonna be interesting how they handle some of the dialogue and the scripting of the game. But I'm going to be interested how they do it because it's not easy to be different. We see what happens with Joe Rogan doing his thing. People out here trying to censor and cancel him. So, gotta be careful trying to be different. But I believe in GTA, and I know it's a story, and it's not like those people are racist. So, I don't know why people are gonna start crying, but don't be surprised when you see all white women and old black women start crying, saying, "Why my kids playing these games?" And don't blame the games, blame yourselves. You don't want the kids to play the games, don't buy the game for them.
Exactly. We've been at GameStop where they do the cashier lady asked our parent, our mom, that can they are you will you allow them to play this game? And she said always said yes because she didn't really give a damn because we are not fucking idiots. We're not fucking idiots. So of course she said yeah. But there are some people out there that will. But now in this day and age, you can go on PlayStation and buy digitally, and you could literally
Yeah,
avoid all that. So
we avoid all
really,
that.
that's what they can
So
do.
yeah, what we do? Put a disclaimer. Man, we ain't worth all that.
We're not worried about that, bro. We good over we good as long as you don't take it seriously in real life,
Yeah,
as long as you don't take it seriously at all, you're going to be fine.
yeah. Like I'm not out here dying because Lamar in the game said the N word like 50,000 times.
That's his
You know,
character.
that's his character, man. So yeah, man, that game's gonna be lit. There's nothing really we can say. Some people say it's gonna be in Miami. This I really hope it is. Need to get away from Los Angeles. Everything's in Los Angeles. Let's
Yeah,
go to Miami, dude.
some people are saying like Miami Vice Nights or which I would be, well, I would be very pleasantly pleased to see because something different.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, that's probably the only other place that can do the game. I'm not even, I mean, I've heard Chicago, but I think Miami is the one place they can really do it more than anything. But that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be good.
Whoa. Mm. Well, I think I heard some people say Vegas or some. Well,
Oh,
there's like
Vegas too. Yeah, Vegas would be good too.
yeah,
Vegas
I
would
want
be a good place.
yeah. I'm a kind of a guy that once you release something new, let's change up the scenery. Like let's adapt to this for a while. We've seen Los Santos for like 10 years. We've seen the upgrades to it, and RP has changed the look for some of it. They got the construction side where they like okay, so RP, what you have to do is it just doesn't show up in time, right? You got people working on projects that have to put in the code, design it, blah blah blah, and then they put it in, and the people that request the shit, they obviously pay for it out of their pocket. They out of their bank account, they pay these guys. These guys do it in a set amount of time, and then they move on to the next project. It's not a overnight where you just throw the shit in there. No, it takes weeks, months to prepare and to put into the game. That is something that GTA 5 has never done. They've done they've done over time, isn't but it's not a constant change. And
Hmm.
that's what our role play has done with the construction company. You go to construction company, you put in what you ask for, they look it over, see what they can do, and if they say yes, they're gonna tell you we can go ahead and get somebody on the. We can go ahead, we put it up there. If somebody wants to take it, they go ahead and do it for you, and we can go from there. And if somebody doesn't want to take it, then it'll just sit there until somebody else wants to do it.
Yep.
So that's what I think GTA needs to do is not only give out DLC, but something new, something new, something to keep the game fresh, like Fortnite.
Yeah, I think I think they'll do a good job of keeping the content new and fresh. I just hope that they keep the level of originality that their games have, and the way it does culture and makes fun of it there. And I think Miami is going to be a great place because Miami is the city of tricks, and we got male tricks and female tricks and people tricking everywhere. So I think it'd be interesting to have your character there. Plus, they can make a new character if they want to do women or whatever. It's just easy, man. I really hope it just leaves like Los Angeles. They've done the majority of their games there in California, so I think it's time for them to go back to Miami, especially
They got in a whole they got a bunch of cities here, man. They got Houston, man. They got so
yeah, they
many
do.
cities. But
You
you
got
know what would be
South
crazy if we
Beach,
actually
got
seen our
Miami.
if they did one in Houston, could we actually see our crib in the game?
I mean, no, probably not, unless you really tell them like, yeah.
I mean, but then again, they
I
do
mean,
have Rodeo Drive in GTA 5.
yeah, they have Rodeo Drive, but like they don't have like people's actual houses in there. They just put whatever. They just kind of put a house there. Whatever the houses look like there, they just put those houses there. That's what I think. But nobody's ever asked me these questions. Like, hey, when you go through these houses and do your like principal photography and take pictures and then transfer them to the game so you can do your stuff, do you just kind of put houses that are similar to houses in those places in real life? Like that's what I think they do, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but you never know what they could
Dude,
what they
if
could.
they really did put your house in there, like people come for you, man. Yeah, these people
I mean,
crazy. People,
your house can be in there, but obviously they won't know for sure.
yeah.
In my opinion,
We'll
so
see though.
yeah, we'll see what they come out within the next within the months coming. So that's why
Well,
I'm
I think quickly that the next reveal is going to be summer of next year is when they actually show us anything else of the game. I think they're not going to show us anything for months. I think it's going to be next summer. I mean, could they show us something this E3? Probably not around that time. Could they show us something like at the Game Awards next year? This year? Sure. I mean, or like at some PlayStation event or something. I don't know, but I'm just happy that they finally announced the game and we can finally get away from GTA 5.
I'm just
So I
excited
guess
that
we're
they
done.
finally said, yeah, we
Oh
know,
yeah,
yeah,
Bitcoin's almost to
they're pretty much in there.
42,000. Yes.
This shit went up.
Bitcoin, Bitcoin's up to almost to 42,000. That's what I said. Just wait and
Oh,
buy. That's what I did. Tell people, man. Oh, let's sell Bitcoin. Well, you're morons. While you sell, I buy, make more money at the end. And look what happens. I bought low, and I get to keep riding the highs. That's what you do, baby. I keep telling people. You guys be like, oh man, I'm losing portfolio. If you get into Bitcoin, you need to have a strong fortitude. This is where you build up that tolerance of losing money. If you want to come into it to make money, it takes time and you have to go through hard times. I'm sorry. There's nothing in life that just goes always up. I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? You think Patrick Holmes is always going up? You know what happened? He went up for like a year and a half, fell right, crashing down in the Super Bowl, was crashing during this season, went up, then crashed at the end of this season. That's what happens, man. That's what happens in life. Okay? You don't go up for everything. It takes time. And cryptocurrency has taught me that you need patience in everything you do because patience, if you're patient, you're going to be the one standing at the end of the line. And look at that. almost to 42,000. That's why I held. That's why I buy when it was low.
Yeah, yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I seen my I I seen mine. It was at $9 when I last checked. When it was like 30-something thousand, the high 30,000. Now it's 41,000 at 12.78. So
Yeah, I need to. I need to actually start. I actually need to start get once I get my next check. Probably I don't know where it's going to be in price, but I need to start putting. I have to start giving you some Bitcoin, and I can send it to your Cash App. Obviously, I just need your wallet address, all that. But
oh
I'll start sending you some, so you can get more. But yeah,
yeah,
I
'cause
think
that's
I'm
why
probably.
I just bought.
Did you what? You just bought some?
Yeah,
What, like $10?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
And
I
yeah,
could. I mean, once you go to the cash, I can just show you my code and scan it, and then
yeah,
you know, you'll be able to do that from there. So
yeah. I have to save it. Save as one of the things I'll send. But yeah, once if it goes up, if it goes
I
up
mean,
a little bit
yeah,
more,
if you have my number, then you'll be able to send it to me then.
yeah. But it's on my Ledger, and Ledger mostly
Oh, that.
does wallet
Okay.
addresses. So yeah, wallet address is fine, and I will look to send you some though, so you can
Then
continue
you
to
probably
build.
that's you probably have to link your bank to your cash up, and then just take out the money that you want to send,
Yeah,
and then send it to me, and I'll just buy it myself.
yeah. I just yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Because
Probably.
that's what I like. That's what I like now. I can actually take out money from my bank and then put it. It'll be automatically in my cash app instantly.
Yeah,
Whereas I have to wait 2 days for that bullshit.
yeah. I mean, they've
I was
made
like,
it.
what's going on here?
Yeah, I've learned that I can't buy a lot of crypto at one time because it takes like 3 days. So if you were to ever get a job and want to buy, just buy in $25 increments because it will actually go through in the same day. Because unless you're super rich and you can buy on the over the counter market, which is kind of like over the counter medication, right? Medication where you don't have to go to a doctor. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
cryptocurrency. You can buy them over the counter market, so you don't have. So when you buy the amount of money on that, it doesn't register, and you don't have to worry about like waiting like 5 days for the money to go through. So I would just buy in $25 increments on any of these exchanges if you're ever going to buy any yourself. But I will probably just give you money so you can actually buy it yourself to your Cash App and you know, buy it yourself and have it. But yeah, it's good. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess we're done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We done. So
We done.
with that being said, man, this has been another episode of the APF podcast. Episode 139 is I the most phenomenal man that has started the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it's your boy going forward. If you like what we were talking about all this podcast, about an hour or so, please leave a like,
Usually
a
we don't do an
comment,
hour now,
rate.
but
What is it?
usually we haven't done an hour in like months.
Yeah, we usually do longer than that.
Actually, no, we did
But
shorter. We do
yeah,
shorter.
we do shorter, but we generally do longer, at least 1 to 2. No, we ain't gonna fucking do no 4 hour like my
No,
boy Hard Eight. I mean, you
no.
know, last week was crazy though. What they were talking about shooting, like if somebody slaps you, what you gonna do? And one guy's like, I'm just gonna blow his head off. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If you're with your kids and whatever, somebody walks up to you and slaps you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some dudes are gonna blow your head off. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, don't walk up and slap somebody. And these dudes are calling him like, you pussy. I'm like, yeah, okay. Because you are just gonna turn around and start punching them. Yeah, if I have that gun on my hip, I'm about to pull this thing out and shoot the shit out of you. Okay? Self-defense. But whatever. Yeah, if you enjoy the podcast, please leave a like, a comment, rate, and subscribe. You look down that below, click that arrow. You got all the links down there to everything, Instagrams, Twitters, all that beautiful good stuff. And yeah, enjoy your Friday. If you're in Texas and Houston, stay warm. Hopefully tomorrow is a warmer day.
Before, and we out of here. Ah!
Later.